Ryan, you asked me how long it takes to kick high and be flexible, yeah? Now, obviously, everyone's different. But what I'll say is that I saw a massive difference in my flexibility when I started treating my stretching like weight training. So you just get a light weight, it doesn't have to be heavy at all, just have a little weight with you, okay? So, again, what we're going to do is we're going to do sets of 12, okay? Sets of 12, and we're going to do 3 sets, but we're going to do compound sets where we do one exercise and then we do a different exercise that complements it, okay? So, for example, if it's too hard, just do 8 reps, yeah? If it's too easy, just quickly run and get a heavier weight. Does that make sense? Because some of the exercises will be different, okay? But again, like I said, I saw a big difference in weight training. You don't just lift one weight once and then go, yep, that's it. Problem with stretching is we go, yep, I touched my toes, that's it. We do sets. So again, we're just going to do exercises with a weight. If it's too much for you, totally do it without the weight. So first one, hold on to your weight. Turn your toes out as much as comfortable. You'll be tempted to dip forward and drop your shoulders. But try and keep your back, shoulders, and hips all in line with each other, okay? So we're squatting down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Each time try and go lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I thought you had the 20 kilogram one in, Harun. I was going to say, good on you. Get that 20 kilogram one going, okay? All right, so that's the hips. Now we're going to work the hamstrings. Now the way you hold the kettlebell is totally up to you. If you want to hold it like this to go forward, that's totally fine. But if the kettlebell easily touches the floor, then hug it into your body. Does that make sense? So you can either hold it, I'll hold the sort from the side. You can either hold it like this, or you can hold it more like that, okay? So, I'll show you both, okay? Keep your back straight and just hinge from the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, set number 2. So feet out wide, toes out wide. Just try and get a little bit lower this time. Okay, just an inch lower or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. And I'm going to hold on to the weight this time so get a little bit lower. Okay, ready, and low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Legs starting to warm up now. Okay, last set. Okay. Again, if you're easily touching the floor, you just hold the weight like this. Okay. Ready, and going down. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, legs are starting to feel like jelly now. Okay, and fold it forward and go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to do a different kind of exercise where we keep it in the one hand and we're just going to do 12 of the one exercise. Yeah, the 2 exercises on one side and then we'll flip it again on the other side. Again, we could do more sets, but we've got time. So the first exercise is going to be this. If you've got really, really bad knees, your knees shouldn't really track over your leg. So if you've got bad knees, the drill is down and up. If your knees are healthier, try and get that knee to track as far over your knee as possible. This will work on ankle flexibility. So if you do this and your knee goes ow, 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 don't do it, okay? But if you're okay with it, try and track that knee forward. It's really good for ankle flexibility. But it's going to be the same exercise. We're going to be up here high, and we're going to drop down. The only difference is the knee stays over the hip, the other one stays back, okay? Let's do 12. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Lost my count. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now keep it in his hand. I'm going to show you 2 variations. Okay. Variation 1 is you do it without the kettlebell. Okay. So if your balance isn't good, all you do is you drop your leg behind and then lift it up. Okay, so that's quite hard in itself. So you drop your leg back and lift up. Okay? If your balance is excellent, I'm not sure mine's going to be terrible. I go forward and then I come up. Okay? Don't have to go at my pace and don't have to have the kettlebell in your hand. Okay? But this is going to really work the hamstring and the standing leg. Okay? Let's go for it. Ready? Forward, lift the knee up. To be honest then, I lost count. I think it was 12, but I obviously lost count, okay? So, that leg is well and truly worked now, okay? Other side. So again, up to you. Either keep the knee over the ankle or push it forward, totally up to you. But if it's painful on the knee, then wrong. Down as low as you can, get that ankle going, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. Now again, you don't have to have the weight in your hand, okay? Especially on the second round, it's going to be even tougher now, okay? So give it a go. Ready? Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right, put the weights away. That's it for the weights. Now, I just want to explain to everyone. So, if I was going to give you a stretching program, that weight training is great, but what it's not doing, it's not affecting, I'm going to get the word now, the parasympathetic nervous system, yeah? And that means the part of your brain which tells you to chill out. Because as you hear in my voice then, I've got 10, 11, 12, to get those last reps out. So you're getting strong, but you're not relaxing, okay? So now we're going to do the total opposite. We're going to do isometric training, which basically means training without moving, okay? And the idea is to relax. So now, if you go past the point where your breathing starts going, yeah, too much, okay? We're trying to engage that parasympathetic nervous system, okay? So the first one is a quad stretch. So depending on your flexibility, you might get here and your quads are on fire. You might get onto your elbows, you might get to the floor, you might want to lie on your blocks, okay? But we're going to chill out here for a whole minute, okay? And just try and breathe as naturally as you can, and go for it. So what I do is I put one under my lower back, support my lower back, and then one underneath my head. And then you start to breathe naturally. If you are not quite on the floor, you can push your hips up to engage your quads a bit more and your hip flexors. Come out of it. Now, straddle stretch is probably my favourite go-to stretch. And if a normal straddle causes you problems, you can't sit up with your back straight, make sure you're sitting on something. If you can sit fully to the floor, all I'm asking you to do is to turn your toes to the back of the room. And it's just engage, there's a bit more engagement. Okay, so try and sit up straight, okay, right? That's it, good. Okay. And go for it. And sit, tall as you can. If you want to do your breathing now, breathe in, and arch, look to the ceiling, breathe out, and around. Breathing in. Slower the breath, calmer you become. And on every breath, I'm kind of walking my palm a little bit further forward. You don't have to do this, but it's an option. Okay, and rest. Now the next one, we're going to do 2 exercises on the same leg, and then we're going to switch and do 2 exercises on the other leg, okay? So just let you know, just in case I forget one of the exercises. So the first one is lizard pose. This is a great one for flexibility, and it's one you can test. Let me get my block so you can see. So, level 1 lizard looks like this, okay? Level 2 lizard is where you put your arms on blocks here, and level 3 is you get your forearms all the way to the floor. I guess level 4 is you get your head all the way down to the floor. But just holding that position really stretches out the inside of the legs, which is often very tight, okay?
Back knee off the floor, Sammy?
Yeah, back knee preferred. If you can't hold your back knee up, you can put it down, but obviously keep the muscle engaged. Again, it's this isometric training type thing. Okay? And go for it. Yeah, if you need to put that knee down to the floor because you can't hold it up anymore, that's totally fine. Now from here, keep that leg forward and just push it across. Your pigeon is your pigeon. You need to have your back leg bent, that's fine. But whatever it is, try and roll your chest just in front. And again, use the block. One of the things I like to do is rest my head on the block. And slowly lower the block down. Give it more comfort. Lizard pose on the other side. Okay, and go for it. Okay, and I'm going to push it across into the pigeon. And go for it. cool. One more minute exercise and we're going to get on with the good old PNF. Don't be relaxed enough. Sitting in squat is very good for you, okay? So if you can't quite sit down like this, just sit on a block or come up higher, okay? Sitting on. Now this one's a little bit different, I'll allow you to move around. It's okay sitting low down. A couple of exercises you can do this one. You push the legs out. You can do the arm, circles. It's that one. You can do this new one I've learned where you try and get your forearm to the floor. That's a bit of fun. I still don't know how to get both forearms on the floor. Still working that one out. Okay. Like so far away.
That doesn't feel like it's possible.
No, I've seen people do it. So again, Haroon, just put your hands on the block. And see those ha noises? Try and keep them down to steady nasal breathing. Okay, cool. Right, now we're on the PNF stretching. Now, because I think this is going to be the first time we've ever done this, I'm going to keep it to 5 seconds, okay? But Steve, when you do this at home, I increase it to 10 seconds, okay? So, PNF, I can't ever remember the name for it, but basically it's just resisting against your own body, okay? That's all it means, okay? Putting your own resistance in, so instead of using weights, you do it yourself. So it's real simple. One leg straight, one leg bent. Go for it. And just let you know we're going to be here for a while. So anytime you need to come out of it for whatever reason, cramp, anything else, do it, okay? So all I do is I can magically push my feet through the floor for 5 seconds. Go for it. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all I do is rotate that toe up, that toe turning, and then squeeze my heel down to the floor. And go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Turn the toe back. Now I'm going to put my hands on blocks because it's the only way I can remember I've done 5 sets. So with my hands on blocks, I'm going to let my legs slide out a little bit further. Okay? And again, we're going to squeeze down. Ready and squeeze it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the toe up. That's it. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take the blocks away now. Hands back to the floor. And squeeze it down. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the toes up. And squeeze in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you don't have to come as low down as I'm coming. For the 4th set, I'm coming down onto my elbows. Okay? And squeeze. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to might have to come off your elbows to turn your toe up now. But see if you can keep your elbows down and turn those toes up. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you might need to lay on a block or a pad, but if you can lay your whole chest to the floor now, see if you can do it. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now only if you can, sit back down into a hurdle stretch. Whoa. Yes, and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. Your legs feel like jelly, I know. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. You can see why now I said 5 seconds, but you try and build it up to 10 seconds, yeah? Okay, no worries. Okay, so standing up, nice and tall, nice and relaxed.
Some gym sessions here.
Well, again, but it's the attitude towards it. If we'd done 1 set, you'd have gone 5. Because I did 5 sets, you were like, wow, this 5th set's killing me. And it's just like the gym, yeah? You just got to do those extra sets. But it's just 12 reps takes a long time. 5 seconds is much quicker. So it's just quicker, yeah? But again, squeeze down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toes up. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just grab one block. Okay. Right, let the legs drop out. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then block away on your hands. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate the toes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down at the forearms if you can. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and turn those toes up while keeping the elbows on the floor. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lay your chest fully on the floor if you can. On a block. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then try and sit back in the hurdle stretch. And squeeze down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now just come in. Lie back. This is a nice one after you've done all that hard work. Just rotate the knees in. So there's 3 approaches I just did with you. With 3 approaches that I took to getting my split better. So the first one was called loaded mobility. The second one was the daily relaxed isometrics. And the third one, old school name was PNF. The word you might see, especially if you type into a search engine, box splits or stretch, change direction, is called hyperbolic. And what I found out the expensive way was, hyperbolic just means 2 more sets. Okay? That's all it did. Instead of 3 sets like I was doing all those years, they went, nah, 5 sets. That'll help. So it's the idiot's guide to improvement, yeah? And when you look at, when Arnie would go to the gym, he'd go, I do 20 sets of everything. You know, most people do 2 or 3. Arnie was like 20 sets of each exercise. So now, I can't do this in every class, but I'm going to show you my method for helping you get your, not your box split, but your side split, okay? So what we need, it takes a little bit of maneuvering, but we've all got big guys here, Sophie, I'll sort you out. What we need, guys, is you could probably have 2 of the wave riders stay over there, but if someone, hold on, if you bring out Steve, go 1, 2 there, and Steve and Adam, if you can bring 2 of the lighter ones to see the 2 on the end, if you roll them across to that side of the room, okay? Just bring him out from the wall, just slightly past the Macawara wall. That's all it needs. So you want the wave rider around about 1 meter away from the wall. Long enough for your leg to sit. And you boys, we'll bring these out now. So, Mike, this one. Roughly 1 meter away. And Ryan, you come on this one. I'll do everyone. They're not as easy to move as you think. Mike, what are you taking?
He's like this, is he?
He's right there. He's right fine where I put him.
He's like 1 meter away.
Yeah? 1 meter away from our wall. Yeah, you don't want our wall, it's got a plug on it. Okay, so gather around, guys, let me show you the method. So Adam's looks good. I use Adam's. Let me just bring the laptop. Come with me, laptop. I'll do it. Okay, so everyone gather around so you can see what I'm doing. Now, I used to do this between 2 walls in Bristol when we were waiting to go in for our seminars, yeah? And they were the perfect 2 walls far enough from each other, yeah? But most houses don't have that. So if your house has got it, or a doorway or something, when I was in the big flat, that doorway that I could go, but the wave ride is perfect. So I lean there, and I put my foot comfortably here. So I'm pushing into the wave ride. If it leans back, it's fine. And I do that same thing, I squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see that line? I'm about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines out. When I bring my foot back, this other foot sits into the groove of my foot, so I get a little bit closer. What this will force me to do is, in order to straighten my leg, I've got to take it higher. And I squeeze, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not going to do the squeezes now. I'm just going to show you what it looks like as I get higher. So the thing about this is, you can measure your improvement, yeah? And you start to lean more, okay? Yeah. Until you've got side split. Okay? Alright? And that 100% works, and you can measure your progress, yeah?
Just do that.
Just do that, Adam.
Just do that. Let's go.
What are you talking about? Just do it! Let's do it! Right, go for it. That's too close to go. Move back a bit. Yeah, move back a bit. Okay.
That's a bit too far away.
Right, I'll move you closer now, right? It's not an exact science.
What was I no, I mean,
Go for stand there. Straight your leg. You straight your leg. And lean it over. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Perfect, yeah. There you go. Right, just squeeze. So in your own time, just squeeze for 5, leave more 10 seconds. It's up to you, isn't it? Yeah? Earlier, I was like, oh, not for 10 seconds. But now, what's stopping you squeezing for 10 seconds? You see what I mean? You can measure that. And it's just like a different way of doing side split. And every time you do it, you just go, you're going to get 1 inch higher. Getting closer and closer to the wall. Looking good. Look at that. That's amazing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What was it? 9. Let's get to 9. Come on.
Yeah.
On the 9th bar. That's above your head, that is. Come on, get up there. Come on. There. That's 9 there. That's above your head. Awesome. Yes.
That's what I like about this class. I didn't know I could do that.
I want everyone to walk out my class saying those exact words. I didn't know I could do that. Now we're going to get up there easy. Look at that.
Well, this is my other leg.
I know. But both legs, yeah, fun. I get a photo of it now. This is a great show. Come on, Adam, keep on with it. Get back to the pick. You got a shot through. All legs.
I got a toe on 8.
Right, okay, come on in guys. That was awesome. Short the weight right a little bit. Okay? Right. So, that's my method. So, if you want, I can send you links to all the different things. So, P&F stretching, hyperbolic stretching, pretty self-explanatory. You can do it for any stretch. Okay? Yeah, the one guy's called 10,000 Method. He's my crazy friend from Australia. And he actually reached out to me. He saw how good a kicker I was. And he was like, I think I put a post how I want to do box splits. And he said, I'll help you. And I went, yeah. And I did his method. First time I did one of his 45-minute sessions. 45 minutes I loaded mobility stuff. And he didn't have any weights. He was just doing these reps. Everything was like 30 reps, 40 reps. He said for advanced people, wear leg weights. And me being that thing like, well, this will be easy. I wore the leg weights straight away. I was crying by the end of the 45 minutes. I was like, I'm not giving up. It's just stretching. And I was absolutely in tears. I was like, make it stop. You just go again and again, and it's just repetitive. So what the guy who said, the guy who said you get your box splits in 7 days said, was he said you need to chill out and relax. He said your body's so on fire now, if you just go about your day, your body will freak out. What you need is a moment to chill. So chilling in Shavasana has been my one kryptonite. I can never do it, okay? So, this is something I want you to think about your breath. We're going to breathe in through the nose for 5 seconds, and then we're going to try and breathe out for 8 seconds, okay? Start doing that. When you feel relaxed, just breathe normally, okay? But start with the slow breath of 5. All the way into your stomach and diaphragm, and then slowly breathe out, either through the nose or the mouth, up to you, out for 8. Move your fingers, move your toes ever so slightly. And then bring your heels up. And then start to slowly roll over to one side. And then start to rotate up. So, just to go back to the stretching schedule, 3 times a week is plenty to begin with. So you have one hard stretching session, that's PNF, or we didn't do sliders today, we could do sliders, or you could do basically strength training for your legs. Then you do a day of PNF, or no, not PNF, but actual long held stretches, the isometric stretching. And the third day, you want to do something totally different. And that's like yoga, or come to this class, or run, where you don't know what it's going to be. Does that make sense? Because there is a stretch out there, trust me on this, that you don't know about, that's perfect for you. And that's one of the things that I always say for everyone. There's a martial art out there for everyone. There's the correct car out there for everyone. There's your favourite meal out there. Like if you don't try new meals, how are you going to know what your favourite meal is? And it's the same with stretches. When I used to train back in the day, we used to do the same 6 or 7 stretches every class. And I was quite flexible, but I never got more flexible. So the idea is you build on your routine. The weight one you can really improve because you just either increase the reps or increase the weight. The holding the stretches you can measure because it's like how far do you go out, how long can you hold. The PNF one you can measure, like the ones we did there, everything measurable. And then on one day a week, come here or do a yoga or go to another class and just do something random and just do different stretches and I'll work out. Listen.
How long would you say you need to stretch for? Like when you do it by yourself, like half an hour, how long would you say it's long?
This is the most important thing, right? The hardest thing for most people is doing something all the time, okay? First of all, find 10 minutes in your day. The good thing about YouTube videos is there's like a 10-minute yoga, 10-minute stretch. So when I'm in a rush, sometimes I can only do 10 minutes. Sometimes I'll stretch for an hour. Do you understand? But first of all, it's about finding that time. And once you've found that time, this is what you'll do. You might do a 10-minute video and go, well, I got some more time, I'll do another 10-minute video. Do you understand? A lot of yoga people, especially on YouTube, they try and have their videos short. So I just did a hip one now, and it's got part 1, part 2, part 3. So for example, I could do part 1, part 2, part 3 over 3 days, or I could do it all in the same session. Do you understand? A lot of people got yoga playlists. That's the best thing about YouTube is there. You know, even the videos I send out to you guys, or who are on the VIP. So for example, I send out Steve a video on one day, he might go, well, I'll do 2 45-minute classes in a row. I'll do the loaded mobility one, and then I'll do the yoga flow. It's like the gym, you make up your own routines. Yeah. Anyway, thanks guys. If you could help put the wave riders back before the next class, that'd be fantastic. That's